Welcome to the channel. This is City Dad Farming. All right, we're going to check out the new pump we got here today. Picked this up from Northern Tool Supply. It's a 2-inch semi-trash water pump. We've had some flooding here over at the ranch, and so trying to pump out some water from the pond and get the ditches all cleaned out. And so this is my newest addition to the collection, and we're going to open it up and see what we can do with it. Let's check it out. 78-60 gallons per hour, 98-foot lift. That's how high you can push it. 5/8 inch is the size of the solid pieces of rock or gravel that'll actually fit through the pump. The max lift, that's 23 feet. That's how far below the pump that you'll be able to draw the water out. And then 2-inch NPT, that is the size of the threads coming off of the 2 ports. Let's open it up and see what we got. Some directions. They give you a strainer, and it looks like 2 connectors for the hose and a funnel for the oil. This looks like a spark plug tool, possibly. This is pretty much plug and play here. I don't see any assembly required. Alright, so looks like we got a fuel gauge built into the gas tank. Look like 2 large capacity. Let's say how much it holds. I'm sure it's in the book. Capacity. I don't know what I'm thinking, maybe a gallon or 2. Nice port for easy priming. I will say that that's nice from the other one that we were using over there. The gas tank and everything was sitting right on top and made it hard to prime it. I guess that's what you could use the funnel for. There's your 2-inch connection. There's your other 2-inch connection. Intake, and this is going to be your outtake. Looks like it's got an overheat sensor. Doesn't look like there's any oil in this thing. So there you go there. It looks like we need 10W30 that it does not come with. We're going to need some oil. Okay, so this unit does not come shipped with oil in it. So the first thing you're going to need to do before you do anything is get it on a nice level piece of ground, and then you want to use 10W30 oil. I went and picked up some 4-cycle 10W30 oil. All right. They actually give you this nice little funnel. Comes with it. Very cool. Poke yourself a hole. That's it. So it shows that the oil level should go right up to the top thread. And that's where we are. Oil level to the top thread. Put your plug back in. As soon as it starts, you're going to want to move the choke position to run right after it starts. I didn't use any Teflon tape or sealant on the pipe threads for those PVC couplings, and it did leak. So if you want a real tight seal, you're gonna need to use Teflon tape on those threads, unless you're using the pipe adapters that came with the unit for the flexible hose. All right, so basically we're gonna be we got all the piping hooked up. Got our water source. All the connections made. Make sure you have fuel in it. The fuel gauge is gonna rotate from an up to down position in this view. Empty, full. Then on the side you have your controls over here. We got your choke, which this is your run and choke. So choke is gonna be in your starting position. This is your throttle control. Turtle is slow, rabbit is fast. So you're gonna want that all the way over for the start. This is your fuel. Turn it that direction for the on, up and down, on, closed. Flip this to the on position and you're ready to crank. First, you're gonna wanna make sure you have enough water in here. You always wanna make sure there's some water in this section here. You don't wanna run the pump dry. I don't know if you can see it, but it is pretty full. So we will not need to add any water right now. If it's your first time starting the pump, then you're gonna need to fill this up with water. It won't fill up to the top here, but it will fill this bottom compartment here. And that's the part that you need to make sure that has water in it, because if that doesn't have water, it will damage the parts inside there. And this will be a short-lived experiment for you. All right, so let's give it a crank. Once it starts, then you gotta move the choke to the front position. Once it starts to suck, it'll change sounds. You'll hear it. There it is. You heard it? That's it. Now water is going through the pipe. Let's go check the other end. Okay, so here's the other end. Pretty decent flow, little 2-inch. According to the box, somewhere around 8,000 gallons an hour. Got some decent flow. And this right here is probably about, I would say, probably about 12 to 18 inches above the pump. So we're pumping uphill. And the distance of this pipe right here is about 450 feet pipe. We got PVC pool. This is PVC pool drain hose. What backwash hose is what they called it when I purchased it. And then I connect to my PVC. And then way back there on the other side of the fence, that's the pump, way back there. So we're pumping up the hill, connecting to the other hose, and then picking up the drainage ditch where it actually is flowing down and out off the property. Today we were worried about getting the water out so that the horses can have some nice dry paddocks. Definitely seems like it is working. So that brings us to the end of another video. Make sure to give us a big thumbs up if you like what you saw, and go ahead and tap that subscribe button to join our family. Thanks again for watching.